It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3. We are back in the kitchen, and there's few dishes that will hit the spot quite like a hearty dish of spaghetti meatballs on a weeknight. It has to be a weeknight, everybody, okay? Now, Woolies' version is easy to put together, and you can go a bit extra for that indulgent treat. And of course, who better than the extra person himself, Chef Clem? You are extra sometimes. You just like, you never want to keep anything basic.
I accept it. I accept it. I take it. I claim it. I am. Because the kitchen's the one place you can really show off, but it's not just about yourself, but you can show off for the people in your life. It's the effort and the love that you put into the food, and then everybody gets to enjoy it. And
today you are showing off for the people of South Africa with this spaghetti meatballs that is extra.
It is really extra, but it starts off with the beef fricadelles, and these are really, really delicious. There's something very special, but it's also about no two fricadelles are ever equal. These are special. And it's about the coarse grind of the meat in there. You can't have fricadelles that's like mush. It's got to have a bit of texture in there. You've got to know what's in there. And these have been seasoned so beautifully. It's hearty spices in there, and it comes through. When you fry it, you can actually smell the oil take on the flavor. And you do want to fry these before you start building up your sauce. When you get that crust on the outside, that's the flavor that you develop.
Got it. Because my thing was, I always used to just put everything and then make my sauce in it, and then it would always just break up. And then I thought, like, how do people get that hard meatball, the flavors going? So I didn't know that you actually have to fry it off first.
And it does hold it together, but it also gives you a lot of flavor. So what you want to do is you just want to give it a good shake, but get that nice crust all over the meatballs. That's the first part of developing the flavor. Then now's where you can kind of decide what you want to do, okay?
This is where you get to show off and play around with those flavors.
Right. You can either go traditional and have like a tomato puree, which is just tomatoes, and then you can build up all the flavors of that. But I'm going to work out. It's a long week. It's a long weekend.
It's long weekend.
Right. So you kind of just want to chill and take it easy. So you're going to go for a pasta sauce that's got a lot of flavor added to it already. So this one is the pesto. It's got tomato and basil pesto sauce, which means the pesto flavor's in there, a bit of garlic's in there, all the seasoning's in there. So the first part of the seasoning layer has been done for you, okay? And this is our nachos.
There's more.
There's more. This on nachos is absolutely amazing. All you do is just get it in there.
Get it in.
All of it. Don't even play. And what did our mothers teach us?
You never waste anything, so get to the bottom of it. Did you teach us that?
Don't.
I feel like every mother taught us that.
Put a bit of water in there. Make sure you get everything out.
Yes.
You can smell it already.
It's hitting every little... But I like how we said that this recipe should be for the weekday. Just because it's so easy to make as well. So
it is.
After a stressful day at work, you're just putting in all those flavors. It hits all the right spots for dinner.
Absolutely. So what you can do now is let that just cook down for like 5 minutes, serve it with your pasta, then you're done. But you can be extra.
But wait.
There's more. Okay, so I've taken my beautiful cherry tomatoes and I've blistered them in the oven. What happens when you blister them in the oven, the excess moisture evaporates and you get a more concentrated tomato flavor. These are so delicious. So that's going in, okay? And it actually becomes like sweet. So every now and then you're eating a bit and you go, what's that sweetness? How do you do it? There's that sweetness of the tomato, so that goes in. Okay, cool. Next thing. How can we be extra again? Mozzarella. Because who doesn't like having a little bit of mozzarella melted over the meatball?
I knew you were going to like take it up a notch.
Why not?
Bring out the mozzarella, you say?
The mozzarella. And these are the ones that are already pre-sliced. I use these for the burgers because, I mean, it's done. You just melt it over. What I want to do is kind of want to create a blanket of mozzarella over our beautiful spaghetti meatballs. The reason for this is, there's enough heat inside the pan to melt that cheese. If you want to be extra, you can put it in the oven, let it bubble, and then you bring the whole pan to the table with the bowl of pasta. People can kind of dig out of this, put it over their pasta, make it their own.
Do you see my face right now and just my body language? When I just think I always think like, what can Chef Clem do to just take it to another level? And then you do this, and I'm just like, but wait, there's probably more. But of course, you can get your hands on this at woolworths.co.za for all of these amazing recipes and also just the ingredient list. But what are we doing now?
Now we're going to plate up. Okay, so our beautiful pasta spaghetti, and we showed people how to make this yesterday during Culinary Hotline. Yesterday?
Last
week.
You
I wasn't at work.
I was like, on a Sunday?
Went to church on Sunday.
You went to church, brother.
Okay, there we go. So spaghetti goes down, and the thing about spaghetti meatballs, you kind of want to layer it. So get this on top there. Make sure you get that.
Look at that. It reminds me of like a cartoon. You know those American cartoons when they're eating the spaghetti and meatballs,
Yes.
and it's just like chunky. Look at that sauce. That sauce is nice.
That's
and
that
thick.
sauce,
It's
that reduced. And then we're gonna go a little bit of, what should we do? What should we do? A little bit of capers? Actually, no, a little bit of more pesto, because we can. Because it's a long weekend.
I'm just watching.
Pesto. Pesto, okay, cool, done. Then my wife's favorite, Parmesan, on everything, okay? This you gotta do from a height, you gotta be theatrical with it.
Da 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 da.
That's how you do it, just like that.
What is
This is spaghetti and meatballs. Honestly, that's gonna satisfy everybody. Oh, you can just, I was about to say, you can tell me when to say stop, but I mean to...
Oh, I am just watching. Okay, I think you can stop. You can stop.
Done.
You can stop.
And then, of course, a little bit of black pepper and you're done.
So the capers?
Capers are optional. They're quite nice and salty and briny. I like adding them to things when you just, you know, people don't add enough salt to food. It's a truth. It's a truth. Add a few capers to it, and that'll just like be
give
that
that nice
that salty
balance.
hit. It's so delicious. You could chop it up as well if you want. But that's honestly, made a bit of a mess. But that's spaghetti and meatballs you're gonna wanna have tonight and tomorrow night. And the next night, and the next night, and the next night.
Every weeknight, this night. This is how you become extra with Chef Clem's recipe. Woolworths.co.za is where you can get your hands on this. Look at this. It's bubbling. It's all the infusions that you need for this Monday to set the tone for this week. But if you missed out on any of this, here is a quick recap.